Hey there Trailblazers, in this video we're going to be talking about future character Jade's kit and abilities. Do note, all this is early information and can be subject to change in future updates to the game. Now moving forward with her basic information. Jade is expected to be a quantum character who follows the path of erudition, focusing on follow-up attacks and is one of the top members of the IPC Stonehearts. Starting with her basic attack, deals quantum damage to a single target and adjacent targets. Jade's skill applies the Nephrite effect to a single ally. At the start of Jade's own turn, Nephrite's remaining duration decreases by 1. At most, one ally can have the Nephrite effect. When the ally with Nephrite attacks an enemy, Jade deals additional quantum damage to the attack targets. If the ally with Nephrite is not Jade, Nephrite will also increase this ally's speed, and will consume a percentage of this ally's max HP when Nephrite is applied, draining to 1 HP if HP is insufficient. In auto combat, this skill will prioritize erudition path characters. Jade's skill will allow you to perform coordinated attacks along with your ally's attacks, as long as said ally has the Nephrite effect from her skill. This is similar to Ruin Mei and Robin's abilities, except it only applies to one ally instead of the entire party. So ideally, you want to use it on your main DPS for maximum damage. It also provides a speed boost along with decreasing your ally's max HP if the ally has Nephrite. So you would want either a good healer or shielder to prevent your character from dying to big enemy attacks. Jade's talent. When allies with Nephrite attacks enemies, every enemy attacked will provide Jade with a certain number of credits. When Jade uses basic attack or ultimate, every enemy attacked will provide Jade with 1 credit. These two effects can be triggered simultaneously, but every enemy can only trigger each of them once in every attack event. When Jade reaches a certain number of credits, she will consume this number of credits to unleash a follow-up attack, dealing quantum damage to all enemy targets. For every enemy that appears on field, Jade will gain 1 stack of Jadeite, increasing her attack. This effect persists even after the enemy is defeated or leaves. When Jade performs a follow-up attack, she will gain a certain number of stacks of Jadeite. The number of Jadeite stacks has an upper limit. Basically, to put it in simpler terms, whenever an ally attacks an enemy, Jade gains a certain amount of stacks of her talent, and when she herself attacks, she gains 1 stack of her talent. This can be triggered simultaneously, meaning if Jade performs an attack and if an ally performs an off-turn attack like Dr. Ratio's follow-up attack for example, both will be counted towards a stack of the talent. When Jade reaches a certain number of talent stacks, she will perform a follow-up attack. This follow-up attack will gain her a different stacking effect called Jadeite. Jadeite can potentially make her attacks even stronger by increasing her attack. The number of Jadeite you can gain depends on number of enemies present on the field and by performing Jade's follow-up attacks. Jade's ultimate deals quantum damage to all enemies and gains a certain number of enhanced follow-up charges. When Jade performs a follow-up attack, if Jade has enhanced follow-up charges, she will consume 1 charge to make this attack deal extra damage. This ultimate simply deals damage to all targets and gives damage percent to Jade's follow-up attacks, depending on the number of enhanced follow-up attack charges she has. However, the maximum damage increase this provides at max stacks remains to be seen, as that will be the determining factor of the strength of this ultimate. Jade's technique. When Jade enters the overworld, will summon an following entity. This entity will inflict blind to nearby enemies. Blinded enemies cannot detect your team. Upon using this technique, Jade will shoot a bullet at an enemy. If the bullet hit an enemy with blind, will apply an effect to Jade, and another effect to all enemies after entering battle. This is very similar to Sampo's technique that allows you to blind enemies, making them unable to attack you when starting a fight. However, the other effect this technique applies when Jade shoots the enemies is unknown. But if I had to guess, it's probably some type of debuff like defense reduction or all-type resistance pen. Trace 1. When allies with Nephrite performs an attack, Jade will regenerate some energy. Trace 2. Upon entering battle, Jade's action is advanced by a certain amount. Trace 3. Every stack of Jadeite will also increase Jade's crit damage. After any enemy is defeated by any entity, Jade's crit damage will be increased. This effect has an upper limit. The first 2 traces are nice little boosts by increasing Jade's ultimate uptime and making her turn come up faster. The third trace, however, is pretty strong, depending on the amount of crit damage that can be gained from each Jade stack. This combined with damage percent boosts from her ultimate, can make her follow-up attacks do a ridiculous amounts of damage, depending on the scalings. In conclusion, I think Jade is a very good addition to the game's roster. Her follow-up attack-centric playstyle means she will have good synergy with Dr. Ratio or even Topaz teams, as she can gain her stacks even faster if her teammates can attack outside of their own turns. And because she gains stacks with any attacks rather than only follow-up attacks, she can also be played as a sub-DPS in normal non-follow-up related teams. So this is all the information regarding Jade that currently is available. What are your thoughts on her kit and playstyle, and are you going to be pulling for her when she comes out? Let me know in the comments down below and subscribe to my channel for more HSR content. I'll see you in the next video.